Well, hello everyone. This is Ron from Empire Coins and Collectibles, and we're back with another episode. Before we get started, of course, I'd like to thank everyone that's been watching us and supporting our channel. We did reach our goal of 450 subscribers. Actually, we blew past it. So what we're going to do is have a separate video on the drawing for the winner of the certified coin. And we'll do that in the next week, I believe, toward the end of the week. And that will be coming to you. So be sure to watch to see if your name is drawn as the winner of that certified coin. All right. Again, thank you for that. But in addition, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe, and give us your continued support as long as we're providing interesting content. So, what are we going to talk about today? It's actually an alert, but it's not a new alert. Experienced coin collectors know about this, and they take precautions. So good coin collecting is always done with precautions. Now, what am I talking about? Are you willfully damaging your coins in your collection? That's an interesting question. I wouldn't willfully damage myself or my family or my coin collection, but perhaps through not knowing something about the containers that you store your coins in or the books you store your coins in, perhaps that is leading to damage to your coins. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, I bought a coin collection a while back, about a month, 2 months ago. And I've just now gotten through all the coins, looking at the coins in the book, taking them out of the book. And guess what I found? Even though these books were designed to hold coin collections like dimes and nickels and quarters and halves and Eisenhower dollars and so forth, they were not archival. And I want you to underline that word, archival books, because it's a very important term. What does archival mean? It means it is designed such that when you store whatever it's intended to hold for you in it, it will do no harm. It will do no damage to those items. But these older books that you find out there in old coin collections damage coins. I'm going to change to the desk camera right here so that you can get a good idea about what I'm talking about. So hopefully now you're seeing this. This is a Roosevelt dime book, and it's a quite nice book, but it's not archival. Here's a nickel. We have halves down below. They're nice, well put together books, but they are not archival books. That means they have a chance of doing damage to your coins. So I'm going to turn this light overhead on, and I'm just going to hold up some coins for you. Hopefully, you'll be able to see the coins and the damage done to them by this. If not, I'll switch over to the coin microscope. Look at that coin right there. Can we get it to come into focus? There it is. Do you see all that corrosion on it? That is not toning. It's oxidation. And look at this side. Do you think that's going to have any value for your coin collection? Even if it was one of the most rarest of rare coins, it would greatly reduce the value of that coin to almost nothing. So this came out of that nickel book right there. So it was damaged by being stored in that book long term. And it looked to be like a nice coin. Over here, you can kind of see some original luster, but that coin book really was corrosive with respect to the nickel in that coin. So sad. Here's another one. Look at this coin. You can tell up here on the top. Let me get my toothpick. You can tell up here it had really nice luster. Come on, focus for me. There it is. You can tell it had really nice luster up in here, but look at all this damage. That destroyed the value of the coin. Look what year. Very nice luster, and it was a 47. I'm heartbroken, right? It came out of the book that was not archival. That book destroyed the value of this coin. Let's flip it over. And it even did damage on the other side. And notice it begins on the rim. Why does it begin on the rim? Because on the rim is where it comes into very close contact, because that's what holds the coin. That paper in that book or that cardboard had acid or some corrosive material in it that began to react with the nickel. So it's no good, is it? So get it back in focus. Come on. Well, it focused. There it is. Okay. So that's 2. Well, you're looking at the dimes. You say, well, the dimes don't look too bad. Well, let's take a closer look. On this side, will it focus? There. It's trying to focus right there. You see this tip down here about the 5 o'clock position? There's a corrosive mark right there. I'm going to flip it over. Other than that, it looks pretty good. This one, you might be able to save, but it's still going to have remnants of the damage done there. That is an 82. Okay. Look at this one. Look at the top. Do you see that kind of sky blue corrosion up there? That's where oxidation hits the copper. It's eaten through the top layer of the coin and gotten to the copper. So there's going to be a notch there, even if you clear up that corrosion. That damages the value of the coin. I believe it's a 94. If we get, no, it's a 92. And the other side looks pretty good, doesn't it? But because of this corrosion here, it's pretty much rent the value of the coin. It's not a very valuable coin to begin with, but if you're going to build a set of Roosevelt dimes, you want the best examples you can possibly get. These are due to the book and how the book was holding the coin. Look at this one. Here's another Roosevelt dime. Whoops. You see that corrosion down there about the, what is that, the 4 or 5 o'clock position? Same sort of thing. It has eaten away the top layer and gotten into the copper, the other layer that's bonded to it. And that's very sad. You know, the coin looks like it's in pretty good shape overall. Look at the reverse. Pretty nice, isn't it? But I'm not going to put that in my collection. Might as well spend it, right? Unless it's a really rare coin. Now this side, wow, this side looks good, doesn't it? I just grabbed these because I threw them on the table as I pulled them out of the box and they were damaged. Will you be able to focus on this dime here? Come on. There it is. You can say that side looks pretty clean. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, look, it's just chewed into the edge of that coin and that's damage. And if you were to send this in to be certified, it would get a very low grade, even though the coin looks to be almost uncirculated. So sad. Now, this one looks pretty good on the reverse. But look up here on these edges. That corrosion's beginning to take hold. And it goes in and out of focus, of course. I think it's trying to aggravate me. Here's another one. And notice they're all on the same area. And it must be how they're located in the book when you press them in. Come on, focus for me. Will you focus? Well, you can almost see the corrosion there. Right? I'm not sure I'm going to get this to focus. I tell you what, I'm going to put one of them under the coin microscope in just a moment. Here's another one. The reverse looks pretty good. Can we get to focus? There it is. Looks really good, doesn't it? What do you see here? You see the corrosion starting right there. And that's sad, because that coin looks to be, although I can't get it to focus right now, it looks to be in pretty good condition. Actually, it's in brilliant uncirculated. It's a 97D. Will you focus? Come on, focus for me. Almost. Okay, you can kind of see it now. It is right there. That's not good. Here's another one. Now you can see that the discoloration is beginning down here. You know, if we're lucky, that might turn into just some nice toning, but there's no guarantee. Will we get it to focus? Let me see if I can get, there it is. There it is. So the toning is starting here, but you know, is there a 50-50 chance that it's going to turn into something very corrosive to the condition of the coin? Sometimes the tonings that the books cause add value to the coin. Here's another one. Look at the carbon spots on the right side of Roosevelt's head. That would downgrade that coin. That's a 77. That's a shame. Okay, just briefly, I'm going to switch over to the coin microscope and we'll show a closer view. So here is the two carbon spots. Now, could you ask ANACS or one of the other coin companies, certification companies, to conserve your coins and get that removed? You probably could, but guess what? It's going to cost you more than the coin's going to be worth. That's so very sad. There's another carbon spot. One up there on his forehead. Look at the carbon spots on his neck. That's all coming from the book that it was in. Here's another one. You can see that corrosion right there on the edge. Coin overall has nice luster to it. Very sad. Here's that nickel we looked at earlier. That's all from being in the book. Look at that. You can see that kind of that turquoise color. That's copper oxide. Look on the edge there, copper oxide. That's that book eating into the content of the metallization of the nickel copper compound. Here's the other nickel. You can see it beginning to corrode right there at the top. Again, if you really want to build your coin collection, we're going to share the screen so I can show you an alternative. So let's go right here. Now, right now on the screen, you should be seeing an eBay listing for coin books. Here's a coin book for Morgan dollars. And notice it says archival quality book. That means that it's been manufactured with cardboard and paper such that when you store your coins in it, they will come out the day looking like the day you put them in. Here's another one. Historical Gold Eagle replicas. Oh, that's not good. Archival edition. Archival edition. A Littleton coin folder. This one doesn't say anything about archival, but it says new. You need to check the specs on that book before you buy it, because what you want is like this one. Here's one, presidential dollars, archival quality. These sorts of books, let's just click on this one over here and bring it up. And we'll click on the picture. These quality books are what you're looking for, whether they're for your dimes, your nickels, your quarters, your halves, your dollars, whatever they're for, they're there to help protect your book. Okay, let's stop share. Now I'm going to bring back to the desk camera again, and I have a few more to share with you. So, and they all have a lot of specs on them. Look at this one. You can see those carbon specs on the back there. That's so sad. Look at this one. This is a Roosevelt dime. Seems like a verse of the Roosevelts have problems focusing. Look at all those carbon spots. Do you think that coin has any real value? It's a shame because it's a 67. It's not silver, it's copper nickel. But storing it in a non-archival book has caused it to suffer a bit. Look at this one. There's another carbon spot. This one has a few carbon spots there on the right side of Roosevelt's head, and then a carbon spot over his eyebrow. Will it focus? Yeah, you can see that one over his eyebrow. Come on, focus for us. There it is. You can see that carbon spot on his head. No good, is it? Look at this one. It's right there on the right, the left-hand side in the bottom. And then this one's all over. So the point is that when you begin to put together your collection, you want to get archival books. Here's the other side of that. If you buy collections to enhance your own collection, get them out of the old books as quickly as you can. Now, I've not gone through the entire set. I've got 3 or 4 books of pennies that are starting with the 1909s. I've got to get through those pretty quick, because the longer they stay in the books, the more damage to those coins there will be. All right, folks, let's go back to the main camera. I'll turn the overhead off here. Whoops. A little bright, isn't it? Come on, go off. All right. I hope this has been very informative for you. What we try to do is provide content that helps you in your coin collecting, because we want you to put the very best collection together if you're coin searching or you're buying. And we want to make sure that your coins are preserved, because you don't want to buy something perhaps and pay $100 for it, and then you pull it out the next year or the next 2 years and it's worth $10 because of the damage done, or not worth anything. With that, my friends, you guys take care. I hope you have a great day and a great year. And please remember, if you're not out there looking, you're not finding. All the best.